G'day everyone and welcome to this lesson for Close Up by the Chainsmokers. Now the drums themselves aren't really that hard, but what we want to try and do is get the sounds as close as we can to the recording. So I've had a few different ideas, I'll jump on the kit and I'll explain what I mean. The actual grooves in this song are not too difficult at all, but what is a bit challenging is trying to get all the sounds right and just trying to grab all of the bits that are going on in the electronic drums and seeing if we can get them on the acoustic kit. So for starters, we've just got finger clicks with a kick drum, and then shortly after, some hand claps come in as well. So if we were to use finger clicks and hand claps, it would sound like this. Obviously, if you were playing that in a live situation, it would be really difficult to get it loud enough to play over the top of the rest of the band. If you had a sample pad, you could definitely put clicks and claps on there and that would be awesome. But on the acoustic kit, you could maybe use a rim click and just hitting the rim of one of your toms for two different sound sources that are kind of like clicks and claps. Anyway, moving on from that, eventually we do add in the hi-hats, and once again, there are lots of different hi-hats going on. I think I can hear 3 sounds. The main one is like a really open hi-hat on beat 1 for the whole of beat 1. There's kind of some slushy hi-hats playing off-beat 8th notes, but then there's some quiet 8th notes in there as well. So what I would grab out of that, I think, is just grab that first sizzle and then play 8th notes, but maybe just lean on the second 8th note a little bit. Anyway, it would sound kind of like this. The drums drop out for a bit, and when they come back in, we've got this little snare drum pattern, which is a little bit weird to count, and there is a tiny little roll in there as well, but I'll play it for you slowly. So to get that little buzz, I would just use one hand and just push in a little bit harder on the snare drum, just so you get that nice buzz sound. Anyway, moving on from that, we use pretty much exactly the same groove for the whole rest of the song. There's one extra 8th note on the kick drum every now and again in the choruses, sounds like this. There's one really long build-up where the lyrics are, "We ain't ever getting older," and it just repeats and repeats and repeats. And we can build that up on the floor tom, and then after that we just go back into our snare drum and then into our chorus. So anyway, that floor tom bit, super simple, would just sound like this. And there we go, those are all the bits you'll need to play Close Up by the Chainsmokers. It's not too hard at all, but just keep an ear out for your sounds and see if you can catch them as close to the recording as possible, just so that it sounds really good. Anyway, happy practicing, and I'll catch you at the next lesson.